like I'm going to yet need another car wash. I just got one again yesterday. Got a mile and a half left. All the way out there is a trailer. Oh, they got a camper, I should say. And that's the driveway leading all the way up to their camper. And this is 0.9 miles away from my property. I'm sure there's all kinds of wild animals that's living up there. 9 miles away. And when it rains, that probably fills up with water. Down there. And I think that might be called a wash. Turn into here. And this is probably the road where the land is at. Got some neighbors over here. They have some equipment out there.
Walking down this dusty road, still 100 miles to go. But everything's gonna be alright if I keep walking to the light. And now it feels like coming home, and you're the one I've always known to bring me back.
Okay, so I made it to the property, and it's 41 degrees out here. So I have 20 acres. That's some big old poop. I know what kind of animal that is. I'm going to do a 360.
And now it feels like coming home, and you're the one I've always known to bring me back where I belong. It feels like coming.
So it's post all the way down there. That's probably where it starts. And going all the way back. Look at it. Four wheels again. Looks like I have a neighbor down there. He's probably not used to getting visitors. He's all the way up that hill. I wish I had a good drone or something to be able to zoom in and see him. But he's probably like, what is that car doing down there? I seen when he came out of some type of structure earlier, but I just was watching, so it's a pretty distance. It's actually 2 people. They might have a drone, they might have a camera they can zoom in on. I don't know where they're walking to, but maybe they're walking down to a neighbor's, or maybe they're going out for a morning walk. Who knows? But they're still headed this way. I'm headed to my next property. I don't really have any reception out here, so when I do come, I'm gonna get looks like they're turning around. Get satellite internet, just so that I'll have it out here. Let me see. Oh no, they're not turning around, they're still walking. But anyway, so as you can see, there's some posts right there, like fence posts. So I'm assuming that will be the start of it. Okay, so I have 3G with 4 bars, so I may be able to text. I don't know. Let me try and see. Okay, so I did just send out a text and it said it was delivered, so maybe I have phone service or text service, so that's a good thing. But my maps isn't showing up. I think the next property is about 20 miles away. I won't know maybe until I get back to another road, because it's not pulling my maps up right now. So I'm just gonna get out of here the best way that I can remember to get to a main road. Okay, so it came right up. After a few seconds, it came up and it's saying it's 112 miles away from here. So it's gonna take 2 hours and 19 minutes. So that's where I'll be headed to next. So I did a text with my son, and he responded right back. And I'm sending him a message back again, so that's great. I'm not worried about that now, and at least I can send and receive texts, and it goes very fast, so that's not an issue at all. It says the nearest gas station is 8 miles away, which that isn't bad. I think I passed that on the way, and it was like a little tiny, it had like 2 pumps. It was like a little store, country store, and so I'm sure they have like food and different stuff you might need in case of an emergency. I think it was like 15 miles, and then 16 miles there were like probably 10 different gas stations. So I'm assuming that's gonna probably be a bigger city, because it was a lot that popped up for that. I tried to do the grocery store and it's not working right now to show me that, so I'm going to try to plug it in again in a minute and see how far away a grocery store is. Okay, so the same store, the country store, that's what it's called, popped up, and it said that it was, that 8 miles away. So that's what popped up when I put in grocery store. I saw another grocery store that was 15 miles away, and then Walmart is 17 miles away. So that isn't too bad. That might be probably, with these roads, a 30-minute drive. Maybe 40. It just depends. So at least, I'm not hours away from things. I'm away from everything, but it can be driven. And just make sure that you have enough gas when you come out here. Like, you know, even though it's 8 miles, you never know what can happen or when you may see somebody. There's some neighbors, you know, they're far away, but if you did have an emergency, you could, you know, walk to the neighbor's house. But it'd probably be good to get to know them, depending, you know, because sometimes they can be nosy and be all up in your business and cause more issues, but sometimes they could be of great help if you need them. So that's something you have to think about. Like, do you want to go and introduce yourself to them and let them know what's going on, or do you just want to like keep to yourself? So I had 2 neighbors that were actually 3 neighbors that were fairly close, so that's not a bad thing. Like, you know, I have 20 acres there. I have the one up the hill that way and the one down the hill. I'm kind of down, I mean, up, they're both kind of up the hill. I'm more like down in the hill with a little hill on the property. My plan is to get it together, which I know it's gonna cost a lot of money. I'm probably gonna have to get another job to be able to get the money, but at least put some fencing and stake the property so I can have the boundaries, and you know, get either a camper on there. I can buy one fairly reasonably, and I will have to fix it up myself if I buy one that isn't up to par. You can get water hauled in, or you can bring your own water in here. You can drill a well if you want, but I heard that that's very pricey. I could get a shed, and looking at, you can find a repo shed, or you can find one that isn't like really expensive, and put that on the land. Probably build some type of structure or shelter. So it's a lot that I need to do, and I know it's going to require a lot of money, and I have nothing but time to do that. So my plan is to come back in May and start this. So I want my sister and the kids are going to come out and help me, and you know, I'm recruiting help. If people want to come out here and help, I would appreciate it because, you know, it's a lot, and me not being able to live here full time, it's going to take me a lot longer to build it up. So my goal is to really have property in as many states as I can, and have accommodations or something on there so that I can have people come out and camp on the land. You know, if they're passing through, or if they, you know, need somewhere to go, if they're like, you know, van life, or they can't afford a place to stay, I will have the land that they can, you know, go to and stay there. You know, I might ask for a little help or assistance with maintaining the land and stuff, or, you know, my garden beds. And I do want to get some animals, but, you know, I can't do that. Some farm animals. I can't do that unless I have somebody that will be able to help me take care of them. And I'm just riding, so hopefully I'm going the right way. Boy, my laptop is bouncing all over the place. Let me get it. So I'm going the right way. Believe it or not, I'm only traveling 1 mile down this road. I'm just going that slow. So I think by fencing it off, you prevent animals from getting into their, you know, going into the land. There's some animals I think that still will. I don't know, maybe not. So that will be my first thing, is so that wild animals wouldn't be walking through there. Just do that, so you know, hopefully that'll prevent them from, you know, tearing up anything or trampling and all of that. And it also just helps with you knowing where your space is, where your boundary is. I got a couple of signs out here. People are selling land. See, it has mountains, which, you know, you get a view, a mountain view. And they got mountains all around. I did all that driving the other day, practicing using my all-wheel drive, not knowing that this was gonna be what was gonna happen now. I think this road is a little bit better though, and the dirt is different. It's more of a red soil versus that other was more brownish. And I guess that's called a cattle guard. It's I guess so that the cattle won't be coming in through here. And it just said be careful passing through there, and if you're on a bicycle. So I guess if like they don't have enough, they make it openings. Yeah, I never knew what that was. So the gaps are, you know, kind of wide so that they, you know, won't come in through here. I guess if they try to pass through there, they'll get stuck. I guess that's their mailboxes.
Walking down this dusty road, still 100 miles to go.
I guess this is where you would come to dump your trash and your recyclable. If you don't have it in front of your house, I don't really know what that is.
You're the one I've always known to bring me back where I belong. It feels like coming home. Colors fade to black and white.
I drove over 2 hours to make it to my second property, but decided that it wasn't safe being by myself, so I did not go. I was a little disappointed, but I had to do what was safe for me. The second property is 40 acres. I lost some footage as well, but the roads were really bad, and I didn't want to get stuck and not have anyone there with me to help and assist, and no telling how long it would be before I could get some help. So I just decided to wait until May, when I would have somebody there with me, and then I will be able to record and show you guys that property. You do have to keep your safety first, and you know, do what's in your gut. So I did decide that after that 2-hour drive that I didn't want to do it, so I did turn around. Well, it's been a real one. I miss home. Ready to go. 2018 miles. Your route may be affected by flood warning. Says the route may be affected by flood warning. I'll see, but I'm ready to get home. I'm gonna drive until I get tired today. Saying 29 hours.